Hello and welcome back to Timberborn. This is episode 2 of our playthrough on the Dead Land map. We're playing on hard mode and we're playing as the Ironteeth faction today. So, let's start by talking about the comments. A. Cunningham has mentioned that there's a mod for a beaver pod that's got 4 entrances. That sounds like a good idea. Obviously, I did start to put them in the wrong place, didn't I? And we didn't get access to them for a while. So maybe that's something I should look at. I'm glad I've triggered you, NYC. You know, Platformtopia is what it is. Odin. So, hopefully, I've sorted out maybe some of the keyboard noises. People were talking about my voice in one of my other videos, so I've changed my settings around a bit. I've looked at some stuff. So hopefully, stuff like that is going to improve this episode. If not, I probably will invest in a new keyboard soon that's maybe got silent keycaps on it. Firenze has put that they like to use the small warehouses for getting over stuff, and that is a very valid technique. That is fine to use. However, I'm going to choose not to use it. I understand why people do it, but I'm going to choose not to because I kind of like doing it the way I do it, even if it does make the game slightly more challenging. And we also have a comment from Atlas D Payne. So he's the map maker. Firstly, I want to say thank you. It's a great map. I've really enjoyed my first hour or so playing, and he's mentioned what I should be doing here. Well, what I think he's mentioning is the dam you have on the side of the mountain out from underneath the waterfall, one block close to the district centre at the end of the overhang, to allow the water to actually flow into the side of the mountain. So is the water actually just not flowing into there? I think it is. But what I also realised we could do is I'm going to delete this for now. So I don't know if this is what you were suggesting, but can this be demolished from up here? It cannot be demolished from up here. So I want to try and have a play around with this because I feel like so what I should be doing is I should be placing a levee here and a dam here, and that should stop the water from coming out. Is that what you're saying? We will try that. I'm still thinking the water is flowing in through underneath here, but we will see. Apart from that, all of the comments have genuinely been positive, so thank you for that. The map is looking absolutely nightmarish, and I'm looking forward to getting a bit further into it. So what did we achieve last time? So we're in cycle 3, day 9. We're coming over here to block this up so that this goes this way. We're popping dams here to go this, so the water will not, if it builds up in a bad tide, say these have got different variable settings in bad tides, hopefully that will not come back to bite us in the arse. And what I was thinking about was maybe getting over here to remove some of these natural dams, so that would also improve the flow off the edge. So that might be something we do relatively soon, because I think it's flowing off here at the moment. And I'm kind of thinking, why is there bad water down there? I'm not sure. I'm kind of thinking the more I can mitigate the flow coming this way and make it go this way, the better our survival chances are going to be. Because we also have all of this over here, which I haven't even thought about yet. So we have this water flow here. I'm guessing it pumps out different holes. I'm not sure if there is a way in which it comes out, whether this is just like a water channel system underneath to keep it green. Because what I might do is I might come over here and I might chop all these trees down and block all of that. We could start to come over there, actually. It's probably not the most impossible thing in the world. I also did want to talk about how we think things should be done. So we have 12 beavers, 2 kits. So we are running on slow. We're on cycle 3, day 9. So the bad tide is coming. So what we're going to do is we're going to think about where our water production wants to be. So we've not water production, our water collection. So we have this down here, as sort of like a mini reservoir. So I'm thinking, I don't think I really want this up here. I'm thinking I want to turn this into kind of like a bit of a garden space, because this water seep is going to keep this full. And what we can do, we can actually come in with some more levees. I know I'm absolutely rinsing all of our resources. So we can put a floodgate there, but what we can also do is we can also, I think we might actually have to do it here. This is quite, yeah, I don't think it's going to be perfect. Really not going to be perfect, is it? What we could do is we could actually pop that there and pop a floodgate there and pop a levee there and have a water dump here, so we could have like a small irrigable area. It's not going to be the perfect math, but then we can actually grow stuff up here in case this turns into a absolute nightmare during the bad tide. So I'm going to speed this up a little bit. Where are we actually pumping from? We're pumping from here. We have 84 water. We have 313 food. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do that up here. So I'm going to tell this to empty goods, and what we're going to do is we're going to move a wood storage location. I mean, do we actually have one down here by our farm? No, we don't. So maybe I want one down here actually. Maybe we pop one. That's horrendous. I mean, we have all of this space up here, don't we? And we can use this. So let's come down here. So we'll pop that there. We do also want to get over to these trees over here. Now, I know what you were saying about using the warehouses to get to some of these trees up here. But I mean, we have stuff we can just chop down. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm just going to pause you and pause you potentially. And I think we are going to try and rush a number cruncher at some point because we have over here where I could put one or I could put one here, and that would be nice and easy space just to get a number cruncher in, and then we don't have to worry about science. So I'm going to put 2 lumberjack flags up here, and what I'm also going to do is I'm also going to put storage for logs up here as well. So we're going to have 2 storages for logs. I know I am building so much stuff. So, unpause. We only have 2 workers in here. Is there any other jobs I can squeeze out? I need my farmers. We have 1 extra beaver, so you're going to go work in here. Because we're not cutting the logs down at the moment. Maybe get them prioritised. And let's remember to pop all of these for chopping. Please do let me know what the audio quality on this video is like. I've kind of messed around my settings a bit. Because I don't want people to hear me breathing too much. So if I can assist with that, I will. As far as otherwise, so I was thinking we either come up here and force this over the back here, which is maybe a bit impractical, or we force it to go this way here. So, am I really fussed if this dries out? Probably not. Are we concerned about this if this dries out? Should I come over here and pop some? Maybe there is a world in which I do this. Oh, I'm not unlocking that platform yet, so that can wait as a stretch goal. Now they are putting this in, so fingers crossed this will work. And I think we can actually do that. So if Atlas D. Payne has informed me correctly, which I'm sure he has, so I do see no reason why not, this should fill up. And hopefully water doesn't flow out the bottom of the overhang. I can't remember if they are water... Oh yeah, it is overtight. It is watertight. Maybe it just wasn't a lot of storage space. Oh, that irrigates all of this as well. Is this under where we're Oh. Oh. Interesting. So we actually need to be at a certain height to... We'll see what that looks like. But how are they getting on with my projects? No. So we have beavers in here, beavers in here. We're not getting the science. How much is the smelter? Not the smelter. It's the metalsmith now, isn't it? 150. So maybe we do need to sort of push the envelope on beaver storage a little bit, because that's going to dry out. We have 4.9 days left. We could pump this if we so desired. I imagine we can continue pumping that if we so desire. It's just going to flood it a little bit. This is now empty, so this can go away. I hope you don't mind me taking the softly approach with this. I know we usually run on quite a pace, but I am kind of I'm cautious. Very cautious. I also put this in denial. Nobody's doing anything wrong. I mean, that's fine. That doesn't have to happen just yet. Cassavas are fine. Kohlrabis are fine. I may pour some of this for now. Just so we can get some beavers, get some logs on the go. Juggle it a little bit. Though I may unpause that. I guess you're not planting anything, are you? This is definitely a little bit more micro than I'm used to. You know, you're putting that in, that's fine. Now let's just speed it up a little bit. Just consciously keeping an eye on the water and the food. He is pumping, so we are getting some out of here. It's just not a good amount, and it will increase contamination down here as we do. Which is fine. We'll get through the night. We can also come over here and chop all these trees down as well, so I'm not concerned about the space of stuff. But what we were going to do is we were going to transplant our farms, weren't we? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a farmhouse. Is that... what does that look like? Can that cover most things? It can. I mean, ideally I'd be suspending this over the water, but we are not in that position, so he's going to go there for now. So that's been built. This storage down here should be getting built next, and then this can be the next project. And then we'll see what this looks like. Or should it be in that gap there that we should be building a... or is that just going to force the water around there? We shall see. I mean, I could always put a dam there as well. We have full kits. I could also work on well-being a little bit. Do we have anything that well-being would work, would be an easy win? We could come in with some campfires. I just don't want them to go... ah, we have all this space down here, don't we? We'll pop a campfire in. It's only 15 logs. That'll hopefully increase it a little bit. And I haven't even put a barrack in yet, have I? Maybe that could be one of our targets today as well. 2.8 days left on drought, 57 water. They're building this, which I want them to. Excellent. I kind of want this to be next. I want this to be paused. I do want them to come in and build all of this still. And I guess our next unlock was going to be the Floodgate, was it? 150 science. So we do need some sciences. And how much cassava do we have? Not a lot. Hopefully once we plant up here, we're going to improve stuff a lot. I may take out half these bluebs. Get rid of these blueberries. We have blueberries down here. And we also have... we have it full storage of them. So we're doing fine. Kohlrabis are fine. What's wrong with you? Shelter's really impacting them. So I guess we build this, and then we go next for the housing. And I would love to get a large barrack, but we're going to get a small barrack. And I guess this has now become our de facto, I don't know where to put it, so it's going down here area. That's lovely. And I might want this to be next. So as the water is starting to leave isn't the right word, evaporate, you can see that the growing area is slowly going down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete some of these paths, I think. So we'll delete that path. We'll also delete... we're going to delete this bit of path. But we're also going to keep a path through to here in case I do decide that we're coming across here. And we are 1.1 days until the temperate cycle. I am concerned about bad tide, but I'm not overly worried that we are absolutely screwed from bad tide. Maybe we need to put some steps in down here. But maybe I pause them. I don't know. Okay, so pause. We have one beaver in here. We also have this. Oh, that's all good. That's all dying. Lovely stuff. That's great. Great news. So what we're going to do, we are going to some kohlrabi, and we're also going to have some cassava, more cassava. So I think predominantly it should be cassava because cassava is the better food source. But kohlrabi obviously doesn't require processing, so I can just grow it quite easily. We haven't worked out wherever farmhouse is going yet, but I don't think it's going to go there. So I'm going to put all of that in there and put some more kohlrabi there. And once this is planted and grown in, this will allow me to remove some of this. So I may take you down 1 beaver for now, because our storage of kohlrabi is actually full. So, and me pumping this has killed all of this. He's working in there, so he's pumping that dry. Oh, now it's all gone. So let's see what happens in the temperate cycle. I'm interested to see what this happens when the flow is... It should all fit through there. I'm hopeful there's no, like, mega disasters. And he's planting that well. We do have 2 beavers in there. And hopefully one of these houses will go next. That should be the next job. Have they cut all of this wood down? They almost have. None of this is growing. Okay, we have access to quite a lot of wood, so I'm not too concerned. We would have to move our lumberjack flag though, and I've probably I've scuffed that a bit. But what we could do is we could put a lumberjack flag here, and then that'll allow us to reach some of the easier bits. And those can be paused then because there's nothing going on. Water is flowing back through again, so fingers crossed this will act as a collection. Oh, it looks like it is. Thank you for that that update on what I should be doing, Atlas. That was very, very helpful. Okay. And how was our bad water doing up here? It's flowing out fine. It's flowing out both directions. So that flows down there and then round about here. I am concerned about flow. I definitely want it to come out this way as opposed to that way. So we might, during the next drought, I'm hopeful it is a drought, we might be working towards that. Ah, but we have stopped it coming off here. So this is actually all good water, isn't it? So we can pop that there. I'm thinking maybe. Depending on how bad the bad tide is. And we can actually unlock the floodgate as well now, which is good. I still need that in just for now. I also need to get rid of that, don't I? Because we're going to put in the water dump. I've also realised I haven't put everyone on pumping duties. Silly Scott. He's pumping, he's pumping, he's pumping. He's pumping. So we should have pumping, lots of pumping. Can we prioritise this job, please? So I think we're doing okay so far. I'm expecting the bad tide to be cycle 6. I'm not sure if it's cycle 5. Usually it's cycle 6, isn't it, for the first bad tide. So I'm not sure if that's going to be the same, but we will see. I mean, do I just... I'm guessing what we do is we come in with a floodgate here. So they should be able to build all of this. Logs. We are lacking logs. Are you not working in there? And this is going to allow us to have a little bit more water security down here, and we can start to probably remove some of these cassavas. So we have one up here. We have this guy here. I think I'm going to delete this farmhouse. I'm also going to delete this farmhouse. I know I have to unplant everything, but that's going to be fine. I think I'm going to put another farmhouse up here. And I think I'll pop it down here because it can still reach quite a large space up here, so I'm not too concerned. So I'm going to pop him there, and that should be fine. And then I'm going to plant a bit more kohlrabi. Kohlrabi cassava, because I think we go for cassava. I think we go for food density at this point. Drought approaching. That's what I wanted to hit. So we need to go for storage of the cassava, because do we have... We don't have any cassava storage. So what I want is I want raw cassava storage, because that allows us to have increased food density for storage. That is one ugly path. And we'll put the cassavas down here. I know it's quite away from where it's being actually being harvested from, but does this allow me to put some lumberjack flags over here? It does. So we are still getting the logs. Not sure I want. We're kind of in a bit of a log race, aren't we? I'm guessing you get opened up. Because now all these should continue to grow, so we should have some more trees there. Well, I do also have some trees down here, don't I? Which we can get down. We will stop pumping. Right, we'll pump this one first, then we'll pump this one, and then hopefully we'll be able to see this beautiful reservoir we've created in there, and we'll see what happens with that. I am concerned that the bad tide will flow through here and wreck everything, so I am cautious. And what I want to do, don't I? I want to come over here. We discussed this. So I want to pop them there, them there. I guess we harvest all these trees as well. I see no reason why not to. And then we come over to... I guess I should be able to do that. That should be fine. And I do want them to build this floodgate as well. Are we really that short on logs? But we do have beaver housing, so we are up to 5... We're up to 5... 6 now, well-being. So that's bouncing around. Food diversity will sort us out. Rooftop terraces could be a thing. If I remove this, a rooftop terrace could be a thing. We also need to make sure we're picking up resources, don't we? That'd be very silly. You can be paused now. Actually, I think you could probably... Well, we'll leave you paused for now because there are some stuff there. And this should also be picked up. So hopefully you can get this done before the tide. The drought even, not the tide. If you can get this done, that means I can raise it to point... Can't raise it to 0.85 because that's the setting for the... A little bit of janky water physics there. He has stopped flowing. Do I need to do 0.75? Will 0.75 do it? We can go to 0.7, fine. And that allows flow. That does allow continuous flow. Excellent. That's what we wanted. So we're about to hit drought, 8 days. So, next projects. To get over here. So I don't think that's going to use too much resources. We do need some planks though. So I am going to have to... So you're getting paused, you're getting paused, you're getting paused. No, you're getting paused, you're getting paused. And you should get built quickly. So I'm going to unpause you, and I'm going to unpause you. I'm going to pause you as well. You can also be paused. That was quite a lot of pausing there. So in a bad tide, we can now isolate this off, which is very good. So now I think I can actually... I was about to delete that, but I'm not going to. And we can get the fluid dump. I also need to delete that cassava, don't I? Delete. Cool. Would it be... Yeah, okay, that's dumb, isn't it? That is dumb. I mean, we do want to come over here at some point, but I probably will do that when I have platforms so we can walk across here during all weathers, all seasons. And we will delete that. And we will pop a path around here. And we'll pop that there. Don't know why this is unpaused. And then that should save us some stuff so that we can then come and save us some material so we can then come and just pull this out by hand. And fingers crossed we can just get through all of this. Well, as much as it as we can. Because I'm not going to have them running into the bad water. But you can actually just be deleted now, can't you? I'm gonna deprioritize that a little bit. I'm also gonna make sure that these jobs do stay important jobs. So we only have one water pump pumping. Water is stable. Housing is stable. We have cassava storage for the cassavas. We are fermenting the cassavas. I need to be doing that, not fermenting the cassavas. We can also start to chop down some of these trees, which are better as opposed to these trees, which are rubbish. And we could think about coming over here and doing some of these trees down here as well. But I might leave them in as our pine farm for pine resin. I'm not sure yet. If I can get away with it, I would like to. But now that we have all of this, I can mark... I might mark some of these berries as well. I'm definitely going to mark all of these cassava. Cassava. And then what we'll do is we'll plant a load of oaks. That does mean I need the forest back on as well. I am loath to do this, but I think it might be time for... No, I think we'll go the wellbeing route, actually. So is there anything wellbeing-wise? I'm going to delete this. I'm going to put a rooftop terrace on this. And I think that's the most sensible route. Pick these up, please. And I'm guessing we put in... It can't hurt to have a bit more storage for water, can it? And we are moving to a well-being high score. That was a high of 8. So if we could get the rooftop terrace in, that will hopefully bring it up a little bit more. And yeah, good stuff. Nobody should be hungry. There's loads of food. Stop being drama queens. They do this to me all the time, these beavers. Are you putting that in? You should be putting that in because I want you to come over in there and delete all of that. I don't think they've actually got anything else to build, have they? We could also start to think about geothermal as a reliable source of power. So we have this over here. I could put the plank workshop. What is it? Wood? It's not a wood workshop. Lumber mill. Long day at work. They are building this as well, though, so that's fine. Which we're doing okay. So we are doing okay. I'm going to lower that for now. Am I super scared about the bad tide? Is there a world in which I would like to force this out this way? So if we do it here, it's still going to come... Is there like a choke point? There could be a choke point there, and there could be a choke point there, and then it might flow back round. So I could come for a choke point actually here, and push it around that way. I think maybe that might be worth doing. So how scared of a bad tide am I? I think I'm pretty scared. Just how do I get up here? See, this would be the logical way. Come down here, around here, up here. Let's plan that out. What would that look like? So that's going to involve platforms which we can now unlock. I'm going to unlock it. No, we can't because we don't have the... We don't have that. So that is an issue. But what we could do, maybe that's a misnomer. Not a misnomer, a Maybe I was better off just coming up this way. So, I don't know what this would look like. So that doesn't work like that. So that means that's being deleted there. Which would mean this would be coming round here. Which means path down here, round here. This is a very tricky map. I applaud you, Atlas. Still can't do it. I can. Something like that would allow me to come over here, pop this in here. I mean, we'd probably chop actually some of this down up here. Come down here. Or, you know, just delete those two trees. Maybe put in Floodgate, Floodgate. And remember, the steps don't count as solid. So it would be Floodgate, Floodgate, Floodgate. I mean, I don't hate it, but I don't love it. That's a lot of planks. But I am conscious we are close to bad tide. So I think I'm going to commit to the bit. And we're going to get that running. That's going to require an awful lot of logs, a lot of planks. Well, actually, it just requires planks, doesn't it? So maybe we put another boy in here. We have one here. Maybe. You're chopping, you're harvesting. Food's fine. I would like to... I'm kind of committed to using cassava as emergency food at this point. They built that. So are they now running over here and doing all of this? Where are you? What are you doing, my friends? What are you doing? Oh, you're actually building stuff because you think building stuff is a priority. I mean, you're technically not wrong. But I would like this to be prioritized for now. All of this. Even if just a little bit. Just because we've only got... I'm probably going to regret this. I should be focusing on the build. You know what? We don't need war. I mean, we do need war. We don't need war. One beaver in there. A couple doing that. Fine. Nobody's down there. You're probably not doing anything here. You can be paused. We have enough logs for now. You can also be paused. Replanting those trees is important. That's fine. Balance. Oh, wow. You are going for it, mate. I guess you can only do what you can reach. So these guys are probably still coming down here and building this. We are on 18-hour work days. Okay, that's fine. I think we're doing okay. I would like to continue to push through the science so we can get the fluid done, which I should have done. I should have actually got, so we could fill this with water. But we haven't. Because we are now running out of water. Yeah, that needs to happen. That needs to be the next science project. 1.6 days, and then we go flat out on this build. You can get planks. I can see the planks. The planks are in here. You can use the planks. The planks are going into that. They should be able to come up here. I mean, you know what? I'm not going to worry about chopping down a couple of trees. Get them out as well. Because I am concerned about a bad tide. Very concerned about a bad tide. think a bad tide can be very, very bad. Hence the name. 17 water, you are going back on. That's fine. And then we are obviously going to have to turn a lot of our pumping back on. I don't know how many planks we're going to need for this. I could add it up. 4. So that's 16 straight off the bat, because this has already got 6 in. This has already got 4 in, so close enough. We're going to need about 40 planks-ish. I mean, they are still doing this at the moment. And I think that's it. I think we're calling that on that project for now. Go back to the other projects. So hopefully that's going to flow a little bit out that side. Mitigate the water a little bit. The bad water a little bit. It's probably not even an issue. I'm probably overthinking this massively, but I'd rather be, I don't know. Oh, please don't get stuck. Please don't get stuck. They have a propensity to get stuck, don't they? And we are in Cycle 5 Day 1, so I imagine the next one is the bad tide. So yes. Pause. Get them paused. Get pumping for me, boys. So I don't know where that beaver's come from. Probably going to reduce this down to 1, and then we've got equilibrium. I mean, we haven't got equilibrium, we've got inventors, but I can live with that. We are not chopping logs. We are generally just using them. And then we can connect this up and we can move around here. So I want them to build these relatively quickly. So that's, I mean, I would put storage up here, but we have no haulers and etc. So I think it just makes sense to just go with it. They will just do it as quickly as they can. Logs. So that's 50 logs and 50 logs and 25 planks. So I think we should be okay. We have this. It's just about finding a balance. And I know I probably should be planting some more kohlrabi and etc. Berries we're fine. Kohlrabi we are chewing through. We have a lot of cassava. I can unpause this. I kind of want to see this done first though. That's our emergency store food. We have 142 kohlrabis. That's fine. And I probably am going to put another breeding pod in shortly. Not straight away. So I want you to be 0 at the moment. Because I don't want to interrupt the flow. They are doing this nicely. I actually might tell them to do these ones first, because if it does go to a bad tide, I can build that from there without anyone getting infected. I mean, they still have to come down here. But I can sort of build it from there without anyone getting infected. So yeah, build those ones next. We have enough. Do you know what? I'm going to pause. Am I? So you're all in. How many? Is there, can I get a beaver? Okay, so you can be paused. You don't need to be pumping. I didn't actually check whether that worked. Remind me to check whether that worked. I think it worked. I don't want to put another builder beaver in here because I really want this done. Nobody's coming over here and doing this, are they? No, but this is also flowing off this side now, which is reducing the flow out of here a little bit. So it's kind of what I wanted, but we will see. Build for me, my pretties. Are we going to get the warning here? It's another drought. So my preparations are... I'm not going to say they're for naught, because they're not. But, yeah. Because these droughts are going to only get longer. So I need to prioritize maybe science a bit now. So I'm going to lower that in there. I'm going to keep pumping. I want to get the science on the go. Forester should be planting trees. Has he been just sat there doing that all the time? Let's put some more ropes in. And I probably want to actually open up the lumberjack flag, don't I? We are still going to build this because there is no reason not to. Once it's in, it's in. I did also want to do fancy aquifer drill thing with this, didn't I? So it's always pumping water. I don't really know why. But I did. Geothermal field. We are going to have to work quite hard to get the science required for the number cruncher. But I'm confident we'll get there. Now, I know I could have put a floodgate here so that the water would... So we could fill that up normally and not need to use this. Okay, yeah. That's what I should have done. We won't do it this time, but we'll swap that next time. That's on me. And I would actually like this built so we could test it. Maybe I did take those a bit prematurely. I don't think I actually need you doing this at the moment. You can do this. And get us a bit more food, because food is waning a bit. Fine. Hopefully they should be able to build that in a day. Considering this is quite the distance and I kind of did it on a whim, I don't think we're doing too badly. I probably could have come up there and come across there or something and it would have been a lot shorter. It would have been a lot shorter. Oh well. You live, you learn. I'm human. Make mistakes. So, can all of this cope with this flow? I think it can, you know. I think it can. So that's fully blocked off. Get this done now, and let's see what happens if I was to put that up. I mean, I think we're mostly filled down here anyway, and we are. Oh, this is flowing out this way anyway, which fills this up. So, I mean, I could leave this fully blocked off, and I don't think it would be a massive issue because we're getting water from down here and from down there. Is this? Let's look at the retention of that in a second. Remind me. So yeah, so there is no water flow. Enough is flowing through here. It just depends whether when you have the bad tide drain here going off, what that's going to do. So we'll see. And did this did retain water? Yes, I was doing it wrong. Thank you for the heads up for that. We all make mistakes. There's that aquifer drill there as well, which I would quite like to get to. So, we have... What have we done today? We have looked for a better water flow situation. So, hopefully, we've mitigated bad tides. I can now actually put this path back in, can't I? And I'm not going to build anything now. I'm just going to let them come over and demolish. So, they should be able to do all of this without standing in the crap. And it's only a 7-day. You did see me put this on hard at the beginning, didn't you? I definitely put this on hard. Yeah, no, because it's going after 3 days. I always get a bit twitchy when the game seems to be too forgiving. We do need to think about industrial expansion, though, because we haven't done any industrial expansion. And I am a little bit concerned that we haven't done that. It's about getting to a regular power source. So what we might do... I know it's miles for the beavers to come walk. But power is where power is, and I'd rather not use one of the power wheels for longer than I have to. Does that... I mean, it might as well just go there. And then they can go along there, over there. How much does that require? 160. We're not going to do it because I want to get the water dump for here. I mean, we can delete that now, can't we? And I will put in a floodgate like I said I was going to. There we go. And then that will just allow the water to flow in here during a good tide, so we haven't got to worry about the having someone working the pump all the time. Do we need a bit more cassava farm? Is that what you're telling me? Or do I need to set you to be harvest boy? You could be the harvester. You could be the planters. So fingers crossed, that's going to make a big difference to the flow out of here. Yeah, that is set for demolition. Okay. And then we might get to the end of this tide, this drought, and then we will call it a day there. I am disappointed we didn't get a bad tide. I genuinely thought we might see one. But you know, you can't. I paused you, didn't I? I paused you. I genuinely thought we might get to one, but I can't predict what the game will do, so we will see what happens. Fingers crossed for next time. And I hope I put enough mitigation in place that we can easily deal with it. Because I think those are the two areas. The only wild card area I've got is over here, where I think, oh sorry, the game lag there, where you would see the water come up over here, and I'm a little bit nervous about that, but I don't think it is a massive issue. I don't think it's a massive issue, but we'll see. This bit down here was ingenious because it really forced me to go around the houses to actually get up here to deal with what I think the problem is. So you're popping that in. Good. Did you put this floodgate in? You did. 0.7, so that should just flow. Unless I'm really stupid, that should just flow in there. I mean, it's not been questionable that I am really stupid, but... And you know what? I'm going to fill in the gaps around these berries with... I mean, firstly, I'm going to delete this. And I'm going to fill up the gaps around these berries with kohlrabi. No, not that gap. Remember, that's for the water dump. And it looks ugly, but it's fine. I just want to keep some berries up here just in case we do have the worst case scenario. And we can't grow anything down here. I should actually mark all of this for destruction because I mean we're not eating anymore, are we? So it could all just go. I'm assuming you finished pumping because there's nothing under there, so he's going to continue pumping. He's going to continue pumping. And we do need to think about a reservoir. I haven't lost sight of the game. But the terrain on this map doesn't seem like the ones I usually play, where I quite like a map where I can build a nice big natural reservoir. So I'm not sure where we're going to do that. This could be a nice place. I'm not sure. I mean, the dream is you just come along here with a big wall, don't you? Just flood all of this. But that's going to take a lot. Alternatively, we make use of the aquifers, make use of these other water sources up here, sort of dam this in, create a reservoir. The only trouble is bad tide diversions, etc. So we could be going the route of pump as much as you can. I haven't sighted a reservoir yet. That's a bit concerning, isn't it? Is there one over here? I'm not sure, you know. I think we have this, and we could pump this out. And we could pump this out. It just depends. For the long droughts, I don't think that's going to cut it. Plus, evaporation for these is going to be quite rapid. Where is the water dump? No, that's a pump. Fluid dump. There we go. So we can use that when we're not in a... Yes, we can use that when we're in a drought or bad tide. Geothermal field. So what was this? Was 160, wasn't it? And it requires 50 logs, which we have, and 30 planks. So we don't have those just yet. Yeah. We're about to come out of this. I might keep going until... I mean, we have... I like my videos to be an hour long, roughly. So we might keep going until we see what we do have coming. Yeah, I think we will do that. We will just keep going and just see what we have. We are still producing the science. You don't need to be doing that. Please don't do that just yet. And I think we need to think about gear workshops and etc. But while we are doing... Oh, while we have excess wood, etc. And rather than just not making good use of it, I am just going to... You know what? Delete. Put in water, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use duplicate. So that should duplicate the settings. And we'll just put a load of water in down here. I'd rather have too much storage than not enough. So the water is flowing out again. You don't have a worker. You do have a worker. You... Okay, that's... I think 3 water pumps should be enough to fill up what we got. This is slowly filling up. I realise I need to delete that path again, just in case anybody is coming down here and finishing this off. So fingers crossed. It looks like that's mostly flowing that way. I wonder if there's a world in which... I think there is. New topic, new stretch goal. Where we come over here. And we're just gonna levy this up. Which will push it all the other way. Which I like. I'm not quite sure why I like it, but I like it. Maybe this is where our reservoir is. Maybe we use this aquifer drill. Maybe we come across there in a bit. Use this aquifer drill to fill this up. Maybe we could run power out of here or over here into it. And we could... It's going to be a lot of logs, isn't it? Oh, look at that. It's quite scenic. Lots to think about. For those of you that haven't watched my... Well, I've only just watched the first video. I very much do like to do thinking on the fly, so none of this is pre-planned. I mean, I had a quick 5-minute fly around the map before I started it, and none of it was, you know, incredibly well thought out. Now, this might be a disaster because there might not be enough flow space for this, but we will see. We also have this one up here. So we could fill 2 reservoirs. Fill up, not 2 reservoirs, fill a reasonable sized reservoir. We'll even do it there and have that come up over the top. I think that might be our best bet, you know. Kind of like that idea. It's going to be involved committing a lot of wood and a lot of resources. You don't need to be doing this right now. Go back to that. We are going through the cassavas quite quickly. Not cassavas, the kohlrabies quite quickly. So I think I might need to plant some more. Well, that's fine. And maybe even get another beaver in here. And I think we'll plant a bit more kohlrabi because we have enough cassava. Ideally, I'd be planting corn, but we're not at corn stage of an episode. So hopefully, the next day, the water will go. And I probably do actually want a second way of getting over here, don't I? To make it a little bit easier. I realise I put that in the stupidest place. And that should make things a little bit easier for everyone to get to. Could even connect that up like that. So fingers crossed that'll help our water storage a little bit. And is this going to... They're not going to do this for us. I'm hoping it's a bad tide. No. Oh, wait, they have finished that. I thought it was going to be the end of the day. My bad. So that means it's just flowing off this way. Which means another drought? Is there some sort of bad tide protection going on this map? Is the bad tide going to be that cataclysmic that I can't deal with it? Anyway, that's fine. I guess. Slightly concerned, but fine. So that's it for today. This has been episode 2. If you have enjoyed it, thank you for watching. You know, I do this for the fun of the game, nothing else. So yeah, if you've enjoyed it, hit like and subscribe, and if not, I can't please everyone. And I will see you next time, where hopefully we're going to get a bad tide. I really want a bad tide. Bad tide's turned off on this. Well, they can't be turned off on this map because there's bad tide drains. But anyway, I will see you next time.